Welcome, good morning, good
Hello.
morning. Look who's back.
Hello, I'm back. I'm still
Way, I
alive.
have missed you. Everyone
Oh,
has missed you, Dawn.
thank you, darling. I'm so glad to be back. So happy to normality. I did miss you. Did miss you. I was thinking
We
about you.
all miss you. It's like, where is my Dawn? Where is my Dawn?
I know.
But of course, a big thank you to Stace last week for keeping me company.
Yes. Yeah. Big thank you to her. Big thank you to her indeed. It's been busy. Woo,
Yes,
been so busy.
yes.
So what have you been up to, my friend? And what are you up to this week?
Well, I'm going on my travels this week. I'm heading northbound. So we're getting further away, Dawn. But
Yeah.
I'm heading up
Come down.
to
Come southwest, love. Come southwest, love.
yeah. I'm going up to Mablethorpe to do a demo there tomorrow, in fact,
With
and I've
Mabel,
got
my love.
this. Oh, I will. So we're going to be near Grimsby. But last week I had some very strange experiences. In actual fact, it's that synchronicity of spirit that really,
Yeah.
really kicked in. I had a funeral service on Friday um, for a beautiful, beautiful lady. We did
Oh,
a memorial. It turned out that she lived two doors down from one of the petrol stations that I used to run.
stop it. I have a story to tell you in a second. You carry on.
Then it turned out that her son in law used to fix the automatic doors for the other petrol stations that I used to run. But then roll on to Sunday, I did a naming service, and it turned
Right.
out that the father of the child used to work for me in the petrol station next door to the lady whose funeral service I was.
Oh my goodness me.
And they say the world's getting bigger. It's just getting smaller.
Well, I'm doing a funeral service this afternoon, and I found out that the gentleman who I'm doing the service for lived 1 street away from my house. And when I saw photograph of him, I didn't know he died. I didn't know he died. And I didn't know his name, but I saw him regularly, and so yeah, crazy small world, like you
It
say.
really, really is. In actual
Mm.
fact,
Send
today's
it away.
show demonstrates how small a world it is. We've got we have got lots going on today, have we not, Dawn?
Absolutely, we certainly have. We certainly have. We've got the a really really interesting two ladies. We've got Veronica Jenkins and hello Veronica. Hello, my dear. Oh, we can't see you yet.
Can't
We're
see you
gonna
yet. We'll bring you up later.
We'll bring her in. We'll bring her in. We've got Veronica Jenkins, and she's doing well, she'll explain everything to you, but it's all from she's doing a charity. So charity. We always want to promote charities. And also a lovely lady called Caroline Mitchell as well, who I won't say any more about her because it's very interesting.
It is indeed.
But yeah, yeah. But
But
you and I have got lots coming up as well, haven't we?
we have, yes,
Together,
because we
together.
have got our workshops as well coming up soon.
Yes, we have.
7th
I'm
of
gonna
March we start, is it not? Or 10th,
7th of
10th,
March, no, 10th of March, 10th of
10th.
March. I'll be at Spirit Seeker. I'll be at Spirit Seeker. I'm going on Friday, and I'll be
Wow.
doing. I'm really excited. I've never been before. Um, you'll be there. You'll be there. Brilliant. Richard will be there. I'll be doing a séance on the Friday, a demonstration on the Saturday, a divine service on the Sunday, and some meditations in between. So it'll be and
Wow.
dancing on the Sunday. Yeah, it'll be and I'll be at the bar. I'll be at the bar.
A little bit of no more ginger gin, eh?
Yeah. Oh, you know my favorite drink. Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
excellent. Oh, so you
Absolutely.
really, really are rocking it. Well, it is
I'm rolling.
it's amazing how spirit help us out
I love
and
it.
tie everything in. Of course, Veronica, who we've got today, introduced me to SPtv a year ago.
Oh my gosh. Veronica,
So
thank you very much.
it's all her fault. Blame Veronica. Blame Veronica. And of course, as we was talking
Fantastic.
before the show, Richard and I were actually talking about one of the subjects very close to Caroline's heart last week in one of our many conversations. before the show.
Mm.
So the synchronicity continues.
It happens all the time. Spirit and everything well beyond we could ever possibly imagine. It's amazing. Well, shall we say hello, my friend? Shall we say hello?
Let's say put my teeth back in. Let us say some hellos indeed. Absolutely. So I see how you did that. Well done. So Shawana Skinner, hello, welcome to the show.
Christine Davies, hello, good morning. Good morning to you, my lovely.
Morning, Christine. Margaret O'Brien, hi, Nick and Dawn, welcome to the show.
Hello.
All sunflowers in the picture.
Hello, beautiful. Thank you very much. Kelly Rocket, hello. I wait till that when she comes on.
Your favourite name to welcome.
My
Hi, Kelly.
name.
Gail Handley, good morning. It's Gail in case it's come up as no, we can see your name because you're on YouTube. It's brilliant. You're fine.
Limo di Primo. I love it so much. Good morning. Haven't spoke to you in ages.
I know.
Good morning, Nick. Hello.
It was about 20 minutes ago. Olivia Louise Thumwood, good morning. Oh, good morning, Olivia.
Good morning, Olivia. Natalie Bentley, good morning. Kisses back to you.
Natalie.
Where's my Purple Heart Brigade?
I know. Heavenly Sprinkles.
Ah,
Hi, Nick, Dawn and Richard. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. We certainly did. I hope you did too.
Martina Stringer, good morning from Derbyshire. Good morning.
Good morning, Martina.
Ah.
Rebecca Whelan. There's the Purple Heart, Dawn.
See,
I did try and keep them in practice in your absence, but Rebecca remembered.
Stacey Shaw, good morning. It's just clicked off my screen, so I couldn't see your comment. But good morning to you, my lovely.
She said it's good to see you back. And
thank you, darling. Thank you very much. Good to be back.
Jackie Lewis, good morning. Nick, Dawn, Richard, and everyone. Hope you were all well. And there's those spinny heart emojis.
Oh,
too.
Lovely. Millie B, good morning. Lovely to see you.
Joanne Ripper, good morning, Nick and Dawn. Hope you are well.
Good morning. Cool name. Shirley Walker. Hi, Dawn. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Hello to you, my love. Hello.
Now, Mummy. Good morning, Mother. And it's her birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Linda. Happy birthday to my spiritual mother-in-law. Happy birthday for tomorrow. But Daryl Golby, good morning to you, Daryl. Good morning.
Chicken Lip, hello from Phoenix, Arizona. What a wonderful name. Chicken Lip, I love it.
What do you think about chicken? You mentioned the word chicken. She was like, what?
Yeah, hello.
Mandy Herring, good morning to you. Good morning, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
Hi.
And Kerry Farmer, good morning to you too.
Lovely. And hello to anyone who we haven't said hello to. You know you're here. Welcome
everyone.
To the show, everyone.
Including my spiritual mother-in-law, you know.
Yes, and to my mum as well. To my mum, big hello. So,
hello, Wendy. Wendy Lindsay's on tomorrow.
Oh, Wendy. Hello, love. She'll be on tomorrow. Fantastic. So let's bring on our first guest. We have Veronica Jenkins. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, Veronica.
Talking about synchronicity, Nick, your mum's birthday's tomorrow. My dad's birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Let the synchronicity flow.
Yeah, happy
absolutely.
Birthday,
yes. Bless.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. How you been?
Oh, really good. Very, very busy as usual, but really good. Thank you.
So what you've been up to? Tell us about this special dems that are happening.
Right. Well, it's not a dem. It's a day of readings.
Readings.
So yeah,
readings.
I've got 40 which is massive, 40 mediums, all volunteering their time for free to do individual readings for people. And people can buy them for £15, and all of that goes to Red Nose Day. So you actually donate straight to Red Nose, so there's no chance of the scammers getting in it or anything like that, because you have to donate it on the Just Giving page, leave your name, contact me through Facebook and tell me who you want and what time you want your reading, and I'll get that booked in. And then on the 17th of March, you come into the Zoom room and I'll put you in a breakout room with your medium and you have your reading. And
that sounds absolutely brilliant.
Well, it's the third year that we've done it.
Money to charity and you're getting a reading.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. It's third year we've run it. First year we had 14 mediums. Then last year we had 21. So this year we've got 40, which is incredible. The number of people just offering their time.
That's wonderful.
And we've got some cracking mediums who, year after year been giving their time, like Wendy, JC, she's comes on here as well, Christine Stewart, Claire Sutton, Michael Bagan, and Geraldine Swain. They've done it every year, and I just need people to do readings for it. Not do the
and
readings,
I hear it's
reading.
a bit of an international event, really, Veronica, because you've got mediums from literally all over the globe.
Yes. So
all different time zones.
Move my camera up like that. Is that better? Sorry. Okay. Yes, I've got mediums from across the world, from America, from Australia, from Germany, from the Netherlands. So the lady from Germany has actually said she'd prefer to do it in German. So if we've got anybody who's a German speaker who would like their reading in German, she's your lady. Okay.
That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah,
really
absolutely. Good. And as well as just straightforward mediumship, we've got people doing healing as well, ribbon readings. I think we've got, if I remember right, we've got an astrology one as well, and all sorts of different ones. But if you want to have a look at the list of names of mediums, then Richard's got a link there that you can go on to, and it's a group that I've put together just for the readings. So it lists all the mediums and what time they're available, so you can have a look, see what time that fits in with you and who you fancy, who you're drawn to. Because I get some people saying, I want a reading, but I don't know who to go, who you're drawn to. That's the best way, because Spirit will guide you to the person that you feel will give you the best reading. So
Limo de Pimo said, do you have a Dutch medium?
Dutch medium. I'm going to have to look through my list. It's Christine Lemke, who's German. Mariana True Essence is New Zealand. Sue Foster's doing the astrology. Let's have a look. I don't think I've actually made a note of which one.
This is going to be really
the Dutch one. So, Noelle Win. Oh, I can't say her name. Noelle. Yeah.
She's a well-known Dutch medium, Noelle. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. There you go. See, so there's something for everyone there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's really beautiful.
And it all in a good cause, Red Nose Day. Yeah.
Free.
Yeah. So if you were thinking of having a reading anyway, don't go to your normal medium unless they're one of my mediums. Then do it through the Red Nose, and then you can get a reading for only £15, because normally you're paying 30 quid for a reading these days, around that. So it's a half price reading, and every single penny of it goes to Red Nose. So.
And will you be wearing a red nose whilst you are organising all of this?
I tried that the first year. It got uncomfortable after the first 10 minutes. So no. I do wear red though.
Really wonderful though.
And people are welcome to pop into the Zoom room during the day, because there's invariably people like Christine who just come in the morning and stay all day in case people are just popping in. So you know, it's best if you can pre-book, because then you can get the medium that you want. I've already got 2 mediums who have been booked out, so that you can't get them anymore. So do book early, but if you can't for whatever reason book early, do come on the day, and I will have a couple of mediums who are available for last minute readings then as well.
Got every base covered, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a long and busy day, but absolutely worth it. But about 7 o'clock, the bubbles come out just to keep me going.
I don't blame you in the slightest. Oh, well done for that. So that's going to be on the 17th.
17th of March, yeah.
Perfect.
Which is, of course, the actual Red Nose
It
Day.
is
So
actual Red
everyone
Nose
at home, if you are sitting in beans or if you are base jumping, allow yourself some time for a reading too. In actual fact, why not combine? Take your phone with you and have a reading while you're sitting in your bean.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Brilliant. So, who have we got next? We've also got Caroline Mitchell, haven't we? Oh, we've not got her yet. We've not got her yet, but she'll be coming in soon. She's coming soon. Sadly we haven't got
Kate May today.
Kate May.
No. We will have to have some sort of.
So your site, Veronica.
Yeah.
How did you get into all this sort of thing? How did you come about all this?
Do you mean the directory?
Yeah.
The directory started years ago in my mind, kind of thing, in terms of how do you contact mediums, how do you get to know about where your local spiritualist church is and all the rest of it. But you can blame Richard in many ways for a lot of things. Because when I first got involved in SPtv and helping Richard book mediums for it, we got talking about, well, how do people know who's out there? And I said, well, I have got this list, you see, and I've always thought of doing something with it. And Richard says, right, let's do something with it. And Richard actually put a whole directory together based on that concept, and we went backwards and forwards because I had very specific ideas about how it should be, and Richard had ideas how it shouldn't be, as things always are. But yeah, of course he would.
See, this is how you know we can hear Richard in the background when there's a quick response.
He was writing the code for it, so of course he would.
There you are.
So that's how you'll say it. Yeah, and meanwhile, I was also putting books together from my perspective in terms of lists of mediums that I was working with and had anyway, because I was booking mediums for a lot of the online churches that were doing services through lockdown. And so the book that got published, I think it was 290 mediums in the book. I'm currently, I got sidetracked into doing the directory because I have now got the directory off Richard. I got it in the end. And I've got all my churches and mediums on there now. So I did get sidetracked from producing my second book, which is an updated mediums list. I'm not going to bother with an updated book on the venues because they're all online now and everybody can just find them on the directory, you see. So, but it has meant that's why I've got so many mediums very interested in sort of supporting and volunteering doing Red Nose Day, because of course I've got the links with all of them through doing these directories and booking them as booking secretary for SPtv and the other churches I book mediums for. So that's how I got into it.
That's fantastic. That's really, really good. So helpful for so many people who don't know where to turn, who to go to, and all that sort of thing. That's brilliant.
Well, it helps the spiritualist churches as well, because in the past I've been a booking secretary for a couple of different churches before lockdown and donkeys years ago, and it's thankless task at times, because you get last minute cancellations and you're ringing around so many people, and especially when you take over as a medium secretary, you don't know all the mediums, so you're really struggling to find mediums to book for your church. And this way, there's a handy list. Handy list for churches. So if you're a spiritualist, church, venue, whatever, needing a medium, then go to the directory and you'll find loads and loads of mediums on there.
Certainly, and specifically in lockdown, it was a thankless task all of its own, especially with people who were very late at posting adverts for their church.
Yes, Nick.
Thursday morning, 10 o'clock. Nick, so have you actually got a service
on tonight?
Oh no!
I used to get in so much trouble, didn't I?
Well, you are better now, but I see that you've started getting other people to post it for you as well.
I've got a little group in
He's got his minions
church who will share, because they know that I'm useless, forgetful, distractible, all of the above. So I've got a specific group who will share like Billy-O for me.
You're not the only one, Nick. Don't worry. There are set people every week. I'm messaging and saying, "Have you got anything on tonight? Have you got what are you doing this week?"
Absolutely. And I'll make sure that I include you for the Friday jobby as well.
Yes, I've already seen that. Yeah, that's good.
Can I interject very quickly? Spirit have been asking me since before we started the show, and they won't leave me out, so I can't move on. Is there anybody, or I don't want to put it right? Is there anybody in your list, or could there be possibly, to find someone in your list who is who can read with their hands? So somebody who for deaf people.
Oh, a signer, British Sign Language. I don't know.
Sign language. That's the word.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
So they've been asking me, and I'm trying to get, and I thought, okay, I won't be able to relax till I ask you that question, because there must be so many people who can't join in and can't have a reading because they won't be able to hear. So how do they get a reading? So is there anyone out there who can either lip reading or
signer?
Oh, right.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Did everybody hear that?
No, people can't hear Richard. Richard has just said that you can turn on captions. Okay, so that's possible. But a lot of time it doesn't really work, does it? You get certain words that it picks up and you're like, what does that even mean? So it's not always perfect, is it, Richard? But it would be fantastic if there is a medium out there who can do sign language or lip reading. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know, in actual
please let me know.
Yeah, that is a really important point, because you've just reminded me, Dawn. I'm doing a psychic supper in a couple of weeks for a local church in Prickwillow, Sacred Souls. The last time I did this, there was someone who was deaf and was, please don't look away from me. I have to read your lips. I am deaf. And I found that I was actually deafening everyone else by the end of it, because my volume had gone up and my lip movement had become more precise. So, whilst we can, do that, perhaps there's a few of us, we should actually learn to sign. It doesn't take much more. You know what?
Oh, he's gone off. He's disappeared.
He said,
you know what? You know what?
Hello.
That was it.
You know what? Am I still here?
You're here now.
You are now.
Oh, I'm going to learn to sign, or at least try.
Brilliant.
And other mediums out there, why not try and learn? At least it can, and it's not like
absolutely.
Else. Yeah. But I think a few of us, at least a number of us, should actually just try and learn to sign. It's a new skill, and it's a really good point, actually. And then Veronica, any mediums out there that certainly know how to sign a lot better than I do, I'm very
I can give you
Saxon.
a directory.
I only know the Saxon sign languages at the moment, but I will try and learn more. But if you are, it's a really good point, Dawn. If you are a signer, you know, get in touch with Veronica. Let her know.
I think that
Here
was
we go.
Yeah,
I think
it
that was
was.
my name is Dawn.
Yeah. Yeah. My name's Veronica.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. It's a really, really good point. We talk about making
I'd
spiritualism
like to
available.
take responsibility for that. I'm afraid that was my spirit guides that asked me to do that for you, so now I can relax.
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there we go. Yes.
Brilliant.
Well,
Veronica,
thank you ever so much, Veronica.
Oh
Pleasure
no,
as
thank
always.
you. Thank you. And hope to see as many as you can on the 17th of March.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
So remember, everyone, Red Nose Day, 17th of March, 40 internationally placed mediums, 1 Zoom room,
Yeah.
lots of fun, lots of spirit contact, and
All
please,
day long.
God, lots of money for Red Nose
Red Nose.
Day. Really well done, Veronica. Brilliant idea.
Thank you.
so much.
Do I go now, Richard? I can go now.
She can go now.
Bye,
There you go.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye, Veronica.
Bye.
Bye.
Great morning.
Bless you. Now, whilst we have been
sweet
talking,
lady.
of course, there have been a couple of updates. Firstly, to let everyone know that didn't see the comment, Chicken Lips is my chihuahua. So the owner of Chicken Lips was commenting, and Chicken Lips is the name of a chihuahua, which is brilliant.
Oh.
Wonderful. Message from James, his mum, Chrissy. Could we send my some love to my mum's way, please? We found out something that shocked her yesterday. She couldn't sleep, and I believe she is in need of some positive energy. First of all, James, brilliant. Thank you for asking, and I'm sure everyone certainly will send some upliftment, love, and healing to Chrissy. Always look forward to my chats with Chrissy and getting in trouble and getting told off by Chrissy. So absolutely, yes, healing definitely on the way from here and all here at SPtv, of course.
Yeah, positive upliftments sent her way. And to anyone else, subject, anyone else who is in need.
Yes. I know this week is particularly difficult for Chrissy, so so yes, definitely.
Brilliant.
Do you know what?
Yeah. Avril Hill, signing should be taught in schools. It absolutely should. Absolutely should be a language. Absolutely, like any other.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm really going to look into that. I'm really.
Yeah.
Oh, Ray Robinson.
Ray, hello, love. Oh, it's gone off my screen. It keeps.
Ray says, I was a school governor of a school that was a school for the hearing impaired. Ray, does that mean you can sign? Would be interesting.
Oh, Ray. That's wonderful. Well, if you know of any mediums, Ray, or anybody who can sign, you know, please let us know, because that would be wonderful. I'm seeing Ray later anyway.
And healing to Ray as well. And you know who else we need to send healing to, don't you, Dawn? The lovely Matt and Kirsty.
The lovely Matt and Kirsty. Yeah, poor Kirsty's had to go back into hospital again. So please send healing for Kirsty and, of course, Matt as well.
Yeah.
So
Ray, if you know right, I said that I would offer to, you know, try and do this to expand my own skills and to help other people.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are plenty of other mediums out there who would be interested in having a go as well. Ray, can you recommend any courses where we could learn sign from your contact with the school? Be interested to know, and you get in touch, let us know. We can spread the word. Literally spread the word.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Ray. That's wonderful. So we now have in our chat Caroline Mitchell. Welcome, Caroline.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. You?
Fabulous. I love your rainbow candle behind. Is that a candle behind?
Yes, it's the chakras.
Candle. Wonderful. I love that.
Now, do you? I've got one of those, and I want to know: do you only burn each chakra down at a time, or do you just let it do what it wants?
Well, that purple one's been going now for about 5 days on and off.
Wow.
Oh,
So I think it should always start at the root. I think it's the wrong way round. I think it should be red first, because you should always work from the root,
the base chakra,
not from the crown. So
Yeah, I know what you
just
mean.
me being a bit pedantic, but
There's nothing wrong with being pedantic. We are used to pedanticism in, if that's even a word.
Pedanticism, is that what?
We are used to pedanticism.
it is
I'm
now.
sure. Yeah, it is now. Richard has just informed me that there is no such word. Well, now
I
there is.
didn't think there was, but you know. So,
There
are
is.
you a pedanticist then? Is that what you would class yourself as? Thank you very much. You've got to get up early in the morning. So, so you're here to tell us about your where are we?
Retreat.
Your
of
retreat,
empowerment.
your empowerment retreat, women's empowerment retreat.
I am, and I want to pick up on the synchronicity that's had the thread through this show.
Yeah. The whole show.
So last night I was running a community group that's called Andover Alternative Soul Tribe, and I said to one of the girls that's there, is one of our guests, or attendees. I knew she was there. I said, look, can you bring your diary? We'll collate diaries, because we need to talk about promo for the retreat. I get home from putting the date in the diary, talking to my co-host, to a message from Richard saying, would you like to come on and talk about your retreat tomorrow morning on the show?
Awesome.
It's like, thank you, universe.
Yep, absolutely. The universe always provides.
Just get out of the way and let the universe do its job.
Yeah.
What's that saying? Let go and let God.
Absolutely.
I've always believed, if you approach the universe with good intentions, you will always be rewarded. Not necessarily in the way you expect it, but you'll still get a reward. And certainly the reward is that synchronicity and the encouragement to move forward. So what exactly is the empowerment retreat all about?
Okay, so this actually started or began via my dragon journey. And
you have to elaborate.
Okay, so I've been working with dragons for about 20 years, and what my personal path with the dragons, and they've led me down to work with others, is working with our shadow side, doing our shadow healing. So it's all of those things that hold us back, being scared to speak up, lack of confidence, shame, guilt, pain, anger, fear, yada, yada. And so it's a process that has been ongoing for me ever since I first started working with the dragons 20 years ago. And then I got a bit of a nudge last year, so it would have been the year previous. So there'd been 2021, to actually pull together a series of workshops based around empowerment, particularly for women. Right. Because we've all been taught, be the nice little girl, don't speak out of turn, blah, 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 know your place in the world, which actually doesn't fit us as women today. It may have done half a century ago or more, but actually in today's society, it doesn't. And we're trying to shed layers and layers of ancestral teachings and pain and contracts and goodness knows what else. And so I gathered a group of friends together April, May time last year and said, look, I want to run this empowerment course. Would you guys guinea pig for me? And so I pulled in a counsellor, a psychotherapist, a Reiki master, a medium, a shamanic practitioner, a tarot reader, and another Reiki master, and a jeweler. And so we ran it over 3 Saturdays.
Did you have a candlestick maker and a butcher and a baker?
I know, we should have done, shouldn't we?
So this is the best joke punchline I've ever heard.
I know. Let's get it in there.
So I took them through this course, and I invited the 2 sort of mental health experts purely because I wanted them to vet where I was, and the fact that what I was doing was safe and wasn't in a sense I'm spinning into massive trauma.
Exactly.
And so it's what I ran it. So I ran it as a trial run, and the feedback from those 3 days was quite incredible. All of them, including the counsellor and the psychotherapist, went, it's actually really nice to be on that side of the fence. And you brought up things that, you know, I mean, we may not have been aware of or looked at previously. And it just gave them space to do some of their own work, although they have to have all the, you know, their supervision and everything else. It gave them space to do some work on themselves.
Yeah.
A couple of people, well, everybody came back to me at different times and said it's made a difference. But one particular person works or sits on a board that's very male dominated, very, very patriarchal, very much women know their place. And I've had a number of messages over the last few months, and the most recent one was a couple of weeks ago saying, Caroline, I don't know what you've done to me. I don't know who I am, but I have just stood up to a bunch of old men who are misogynistic, is that the word? Patriarchal, women know your place, and actually put them in their place and stated my case eloquently, precisely and concisely. I would never have done that without having done your course.
That's amazing.
And she's just flying. But it's made a difference to everybody. And we're holding it at St Nectan's Glen. So anybody that knows Cornwall, we're holding it at St Nectan's Glen.
Love St Nectan.
Yeah. Oh, I bet the synchronicity. Oh my God. Thank you.
That's it. After I went to St Nectan's Glen, I painted this picture after I went. So it's synchronicity. It's meant to be.
Oh, absolutely. And we're there at Samhain. So for those that don't know, we're at Halloween. So we're there the 27th, 28th and 29th of October. So it's 3 days of immersing yourself with a group of other women, led by myself and my psychotherapist, and also a spiritual friend, Sylvia. So we do have that person that's got that real high training dealing with trauma.
Good.
So if anybody does fall apart, which, you know, we hope nobody does fall apart, but we do have somebody that can pick you up and put you back together. But we're completely co-hosting.
Yeah. In the future, I'm just, is it? I know you're gearing it to women, of course.
Yeah.
But of course, there are obviously a lot of men out there who are in the same headspace as women have had to go through, have been put down and stuff. And so will you eventually be opening it to men as well?
There's absolutely no reason why not. I think what we would do is we would probably do it as a separate male group, because some women don't feel safe being vulnerable in front of men because of their experiences.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate it.
But certainly there's no reason why we couldn't open it up to men at a later date if men wanted to know. I wanted to explore that side of it, because there's more and more men's circles are starting and things like that. And there's, you can't, because this workshop, this retreat isn't about men bashing in any way, shape or form.
No,
and a part of it is actually balancing or considering that divineness of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within you, and honoring that and finding that space. So it's a whole week. It's literally packed full of 2-3 workshops a day. So we start the Friday afternoon, we finish Sunday afternoon, fully catered for. We're very close to Tintagel, so there's a trip to the beach, which is probably going to be my favourite part of really releasing and getting in touch with those feelings. And you have the wind on the beach and the, really getting in touch with those things that hold you back and letting rip.
Yeah, totally. That sounds. We've had quite a few comments and people saying that's exactly what they need. Sounds really interesting. Sounds amazing.
Thank you.
That's brilliant. And is there mythology within this at all? Are you looking at the actual dragons, or is it just the energy of the dragons?
No, this is purely about working with our shadow self and our wounds. There is the opportunity. I'm planning on staying in Tintagel on the Sunday night and possibly the Monday night, I'm doing some work in Merlin's Cave with the dragons that are in Merlin's Cave in Tintagel. So that's an option if anyone would like to join me as an extra. People can do so. But that's what I'll be doing for me personally after the workshop, is my time to decompress after holding space, because it is huge. It's a huge amount of work that we're putting into it, and holding space for people to be able to express themselves, maybe sometimes for the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's always people on the workshop, is there, that haven't got a voice, that don't like to speak up. And it's encouraging people to find that voice. My throat chakras going. Find that voice.
Yeah. I was going to say.
And be able to be brave enough, and discover their bravery, discover their confidence, discover their voice. And so you're not just looking at all the rubbish that you've owned for donkey's years. We're looking at how you can move through that and find your authentic self. You come out of there, in a completely different space.
Wonderful.
That's what we're doing.
Rebecca Whelan asking.
You go.
Oh, go on. No, you carry on, darling.
I was just saying, Rebecca Whelan wants to know if you are based in Hampshire.
I certainly am.
There you go, Rebecca. Now I've got a question.
Okay.
I have, and it is a serious one for me, which is. So when you talk, for those that may not have heard the term before, when you talk about the shadow self and the shadow healing, are you referring to what I would describe in my circles, for example, as the onion skins of life? So all of the bull and the rubbish and the unnecessary stuff that has built up within your life.
Yeah, it's that emotional pain. But what is really interesting with this particular workshop is what we don't understand is how we go into avoidance tactics. So we feel shame, we feel guilt, we feel anger, fear. And I can feel myself, as I'm talking about, I can feel myself going home, just park that there.
Yeah.
Or you'll go and get a piece of cake, or you'll go and have another drink, or you'll go and have a fag. Because you'll start scrolling through Facebook. Yeah. Because an emotion has come up that you don't know how to deal with. You're taught not to feel it.
Yes.
And you're taught that they're bad.
Yeah.
And
it's indulgent, isn't it, as well, to go in that place.
Yeah, it's indulgent. Oh, you're being a drama queen, or you're being a prima donna, or you're being a pansy, or whatever. And of course, then especially as a child, you own these beliefs. You think, well, I can't feel that, I'm a bad person. I've got to push those down. And of course, once you start getting 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, they really come back and bite you on the backside.
Because your cup is full up by now.
Yeah, completely. And we haven't got the tools to deal with it. Yeah, diazepam, Prozac, whatever, all the different pills you want to chuck at it. But actually, with the right training and understanding and techniques that you'll be going away with techniques on how to manage and how to continue healing and understanding those emotions.
That is really, really brilliant, because it's the fear a lot of people, and myself, has, if you go on a course and do something and open all this up, this can of worms, what do I do after? We all say goodbye at the end of it. Now I'm left with all this. Now what do I do?
And that's
this up. That's fantastic.
That's what we're doing. It's actually, because we're together for 3 days, 24 hours a day. Either one of us is on hand. If somebody says, look, I really feel got this overwhelming, I can't do it, I don't know what to do, one or the other of us is there to take them through that process. Sylvia in particular is her speciality is childhood trauma.
Excellent.
And she
sounds amazing. It sounds amazing.
She's really trained at the Priory, she does CBT, she does EMDR. Her background is psychotherapy and mental health nursing at the Priory in Southampton. That's where she started 20 years ago. But she's also spiritual. She's big crystal lady and things like that. So she's also got that very empathic, and she's like, I'm like la 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 la, And Sylvia was like the really calm and that really quiet and very soothing. My husband says she's soothing. She's got a very soothing way to her.
Lovely.
We talk about boundaries as well. We talk, we look at how our boundaries get crossed. Oh, yes, there's so much in this 3 days.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have to admit, I please listen to the whole statement before judging me. Okay. When I was young, I was extremely naive about women's liberation, women's rights, and all such things.
Yeah.
Not because I was, blind to it, but because I spent my whole life, and continue to do so, I will admit, see the person sitting next to me, I have spent my whole life surrounded by really, really strong-willed, determined, stubborn, don't give me any beef women.
Yep.
And so as a child, I was extremely naive to the problems that women face, because as far as my life was concerned, women were in charge. The men did as they were told in our family, and we still do. So when I ventured out into what you might call the real world, it was a blessing for me, because I had this understanding of equality, but it was also a bit of a curse, because I didn't realize just how bad it was in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
How women are and can be treated. Yes, it's better now, but there's still plenty of work to be done on many different levels and in many different scales. But I was really, really lucky, because we had matriarchs, not patriarchs, in our family. And, I've had more female bosses than I have male. My mentor in this way of life was, she was burning a bra in the 70s. I will say that, I'm sure she won't mind me saying that. So I was blessed. I will say I was blessed to be surrounded by so many strong-willed, determined, don't mess with me women. But it was also a little bit of a curse, because I was then blindsided by just how ridiculously unfair and imbalanced this world could be. So everything you are doing, Caroline, absolutely hats off to you, and doffed at the same time.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And what's really interesting, actually, just pick up something that you said there, Nick, is that this course is also open to really strong women, because they fought and battled through the societal non-acceptance.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that because they fought to the top of their game, it doesn't mean that they don't carry those wounds.
Of course.
And they are, and probably the most powerful women, the most successful women, probably have the deepest wounds, because they've had to push them down to fight their way to the top.
Totally. It's always it's normally the quiet ones who are suffering the most.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah. And I'm going to come back to men again. Sorry, I thought you guys being left out, because men are taught that we're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be the provider. We can't be in touch with our feelings, all that sort of thing. So and there's so much pain inside that they've had to push down, because they have to be this,
and not acknowledge that they are sensitive, caring, emotional. We're all sentient beings.
Exactly.
We are here to experience all kinds of emotion, and to shut that down and block it off is so unhealthy, whether you're male or female, or a straight, gay, transgender, or anything. To not honor your feelings and your emotions and be seen and heard and validated is really not healthy.
Here. Well said.
Oh yes.
Oh, exciting.
So we are going to take a bit of a commercial break. So for the first time today, I'm really excited. I love saying this.
Go ahead.
Richard, roll VT. We'll be back shortly. Oh, but before that, I will tell you what we're going to be doing.
Don't roll VT just yet.
I'm too excited, Richard. I can't help.
I know.
So much going to be going on. So after we come back, we are going to be doing readings, we're going to be answering questions, and we are going to be talking about dragons. So we will see you right after this. And I get to say it twice now because of my mistake. Roll VT.
My Spiritual Designs, ethical creativity for spiritual people. MySpiritualDesigns.com. A new service offering graphic and website designs, along with video animations for those who serve spirit in their own way. We can create promotional videos with voiceovers and music, and custom-made apps. There are no monthly or yearly fees. No off-the-shelf solutions, all personalized to match your own unique vision. Our website deals offer your very own online events, service booking system which accepts PayPal and Stripe payments, a contact form, gallery, and video player. Our website deals starts from as little as £150 up to only £210. For more details, please visit myspiritualdesigns.com. Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting our annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives through spiritual acts of kindness. Candidates can register and put themselves forward to be acknowledged. Viewers can also nominate who they feel should be recognized for an achievement. Exclusively broadcasted live on SPtv, with 100% of the public votes being announced, on Saturday the 27th of May from 7:30 p.m. For more information please visit awards.spiritualpsychicstv.online. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together. On Tuesday afternoon from 1 p.m, Wendy Lindsay offers free spiritual readings and guidance using her crystal ball.
We are back.
Hello.
I think you've changed my name behind the scenes as well there. So my friends at home,
We're just talking to.
there's so much always going on behind the scenes at SPtv. It is brilliant, and it certainly keeps you on your toes, doesn't it, Dawn?
It certainly does. It certainly does.
Oh yes.
We'll have Caroline back in a mo.
We will.
And we've got some little bit exciting, a bit interesting, haven't we? About
Yes.
Dragons. But before we mention about what Caroline's going to be up to, we haven't mentioned our competition, have we,
We
Nick?
haven't. No. So, drum roll, please. Competition time. Excellent and exciting stuff. It is the 4-year anniversary of SPtv being live on your screens, bringing
Happy birthday.
spirit. Yeah, exactly. Happy birthday. Bringing spirit contact, laughter, love, and connection to all of the world of the cyberspace. And so, therefore, there is a competition, and there is a post on the Facebook page that says Happy Birthday SPtv. Wish SPtv a happy birthday.
You have to use that link. You have to use
that link. And you could win one of two prizes. One, you could win a reading with any SPtv reader of your choice.
Anybody.
It could be Dawn, it could be me, it could be Deb, it could be Wendy, who's on tomorrow. It could be Dawn, or it could be Dawn, or it could be Dawn. Or the alternative is you could choose to take one of the spots on our workshop that begins on the 10th of March for 4 weeks.
Which leads us lovely into talking about it. Yes,
absolutely. So do go on to the Facebook page, enter that competition. Brilliant competition. And let's celebrate 4 years of spiritual contact on SPtv.
And let's remember, guys, it's all been free. Everyone offers their time completely free on here as well.
Absolutely.
And VIP is only 37p.
Certainly is. If you choose to be a VIP for 37p, you certainly could get lots more. You don't have to be, but it really does help to keep the channel going, operating, and
Definitely.
you do get bonuses. You do.
Yeah,
get bonuses.
totally. Like our let's talk about it, Nick.
Our workshop. So
our workshop. Yeah. Sorry, we're just talking. Right.
So, so yeah, of course, today is the announcement of the winner, because it's the 27th of February, of course, which is exactly what we said. So everyone has been entering. So we have got to pick a winner today.
Oh my gosh.
So Dawn.
So a number between, what was it, Richard? A number between 1 and 12. Okay, I am.
Hang on.
6.
Chrissy, synchronicity or what? Because it was James who was asking for healing for his mum. Chrissy Wheatley is mum.
Is the mum.
So Chrissy, well done.
Chrissy, congratulations. You are going to be on our course. Well done.
Or
a reading. Course or
so
reading.
it is now your choice. Get in touch with Richard. You can either come on the course with Dawn and myself. James, if you are still listening, please, can you let your mum know she won? Yeah. Chrissy is on.
She's on. Hello, darling.
So congratulations, Puddin'.
Congratulations.
You choose
and so much
choice.
healing going your way. Lots of prayers going your way, darling. And choose either to have a reading or be on our course.
Your choice.
Congratulations.
Well done. That's what he's been up to in the background. There we go.
That'll be right. Beavering away.
Right. Excellent. So we are about to have the wonderful Caroline Mitchell back to talk about dragons. I can't remember where I heard it, but it really, really sums it up. It's just, I really do love dragons. I can't remember where it's from, but I will.
Is it a film or something?
It is something like that.
Yeah.
Crusades. Babylon. But of course, it's Babylon.
Oh, of course it is.
So, well done, Chrissy.
Chrissy Wheatley.
Here and sitting here.
I couldn't see what she wrote there.
I am here and I'm sitting here quiet. Miracles do happen, and lots of purple hearts.
Amen. Amen.
If you let Richard know which you would like, either by the message here or personal, on SPtv, reading or workshop, well done, darling. So we are going to be talking. Oh, and if it's a reading, could you tell Richard which reader it would be that you would choose to have your reading?
Yeah, purple hearts.
And I'm thinking of today as
well. It all happens. Spirit know these things happen, and they know what you need. Congratulations.
Absolutely. So, drum roll, please. Let's bring back Caroline.
Welcome back, our beautiful lady. So you've got, is she here?
Yeah, go on, say that again.
Yeah, I said welcome back, our beautiful dragon lady.
Oh, thank you.
The dragon lady. So earlier on, we were talking about your book and your cards, which are, of course, available on Amazon. I believe that the cards are usually £16, but they're on offer at the moment with Amazon. Are they not?
They are up here at £16.99, but I believe Amazon have got one special at the moment at £12 something.
Yeah.
And the book is RRPs at £12.99, but I don't know what that is at the moment. I haven't looked recently.
So you can get them both online.
Right, yeah, Amazon, you can get them at all the main bookstores. So if you're overseas, you can get them at Barnes and Nobles, you can get them at Goodreads.
Perfect.
All the main bookstores, sort of Waterstones, WH Smiths, all that kind of stuff, stock them online rather than in store, as far as I can see. Because I have been into some of the Waterstones, and they're not in store.
Right.
But you can get them online. But if you're overseas, certainly Penguin Random House do them. Especially if it's sort of South Africa, Australia, that neck of the woods. The States is Barnes and Noble and Goodreads.
Perfect.
Fabulous.
So get your hands on a pack.
Now,
Fantastic.
when it comes to the cards,
yes.
we do like giving stuff away here.
We do love a little competition.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you want to say it, Nick?
Yeah, go on. So,
I like to.
I get excited. You know, you will be used to this by now, I'm sure, Caroline, having sit and watch me, this excitable, giggly little thing that I am. Richard has acquired one of Caroline's dragon decks, and we are going to be giving them away to a lucky viewer. And of course, details on how you're going to how you're going to enter that will come very shortly. But I'm sure everyone wants some readings, and I'm sure everyone would like to see the deck, but most importantly, talk to us about dragons.
Okay, my God, it's huge. Everybody throws that question at me. I think my mind goes blank.
How do I start? Do you have your pack with you?
Oh yes. So
brilliant.
That is my pack.
Gorgeous.
So this is the revised edition. So I initially self-published in 2017.
Right.
Actually, if I just grab the original deck, bear with me.
Oh, here we go. Special features. This is your bonus for you.
So this has been a dog. My dog had a go at it, but this was my original deck that I self-published in 2017. And what's really interesting, I was given the deck, I was given the information for the deck, I was given the information for my workshops and the information for my book in 2005. And workshops were easy because I was already teaching, so I just got the information for the dragons, started teaching dragons. That was easy, so I just channeled the whole thing. But trying to create a deck was actually really difficult because I can't draw a straight line with a ruler and a pencil. I am so not artistic in that way. And it took me until 2017 to find an artist.
Right.
Mostly in 2016 to find an artist that the dragons would agree to work with. Because they were very specific on how they had to be portrayed. Because the dragons, especially in the Western world and in British culture, especially, they're fire-breathing, maiden-stealing, gold-hoarding beasts, dragons, aren't they?
Yeah.
Especially in sort of the UK and Europe. So, of course, that was me saying, but these dragons are lovely, honestly.
Yeah.
And having to portray them that way. So the dragons, I had a couple of words. And I'd found sort of through a synchronicity. I had dinner with a friend one night, and they said, "Oh, that's really easy to get an artist." I went, "Yeah, yeah." And so he walked me through the steps, and I found an artist actually out in Serbia. And it's got to sort of late Friday afternoon, and it's like, I'm not signing the contract, so I'm done. It's the end of the week. I'm done in. I'll send the contract Monday morning. And the dragon said, "No, we're not working with him." I said, "We are. It's taken me years to get to this point." So me and the dragons had a bit of a row. So I said, "Well, you've got 48 hours to find me a new artist, because otherwise this deck's not getting created. So I'm now cross."
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm going to ignore the dragons, and I'm going to just do the contract on Monday anyway. I opened my emails Monday morning. The artist in Serbia had pulled out, saying, "I'm sorry, it's the wrong project for me."
Whoa!
Wow.
And the dragons went, "We told you so." It was a real finger wag from the dragons.
Yeah.
That's at that point I got really cross. And then within 24 hours, 36 hours, something like that, Tiris turned up. And the dragon said, that's who will create us. I went through his portfolio, really good artist. And it's like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. There's no dragons in there. It's not fantasy, it's not quite fantasy enough for what I'm looking for. So I wanted that sort of fantasy energy behind it. And the dragon said, it's him or nobody. So I said, on your head be it. So he did me a couple of test pieces, which were pretty good. And the dragon said, well, it's either him or nobody. So I said, right, okay, well, let's go. And I'll just show you. So Terry's completely designed the box. He designed the back of the cards. He designed the book. So I gave him all the words. So this is the original version. And so he designed the whole thing for me.
Wow.
He was just phenomenal to work with.
There you go.
And this is one of the original.
Dragons knew all along.
They did. This is one of the original cards.
Wow.
And we didn't want to border on them because we didn't want to trap the dragons in that energy of being able to spread their wings. And so we went with a little Celtic-y type border.
Yeah.
And then I always knew, Spirit had always said to me, I will get a publishing deal and I will not have to go looking for it. It will come to me, which is exactly what happened in 2018. And Watkins, I was approached by Watkins via another contact the dragons had brought me at Yule in 2018 or 2017. The synchronicity chunks are incredible. So Watkins then repackaged, rebranded, and redid. So the dragons are the same within this version, but it's just been it's the grown-up version. It's what I call the grown-up version. So this was our baby steps version, and that we were very, very proud of. And in 18 months, I sold 1,200 copies worldwide.
Wow!
Just from my website. Did I put mine on Amazon? I might have done. Anyway, so now I've got a global, completely massive global following all over, with these that are much more grown up.
Wow.
And then of course they're a perfect companion. They go together with the book. So you can have either or. You don't have to have both.
Yeah.
You don't have to have both. You can have either. And my editor said, how about a title? How about a subtitle of The Dragon Path Guide to Healing, Empowerment and Adventure? And I thought, what a lovely. So she's just so clever. So so that was amazing.
Someone's asking, where do you find your dragon path? Daryl Golby, it's been coming up on my screen quite a lot.
Where do I find my dragon path? The dragon path, walking the dragon path is totally unique to everybody. If you're a medium or a clairvoyant or a healer, you have like a set steps that you carry out and that you work through. But the dragon path is actually completely unique and incredibly varied. So you've got the draconic path, you've got the pagan path, you've got the one that I walk, which is a bit of an eclectic mix of all kinds of different elements of all of those things. Nice. So it's connecting to your dragons to see which route they take you down. That's the easiest answer.
And of course, there would be details of that on your website, which I know we have details of.
Yeah.
And of course, you can buy the book or buy the cards.
Put it on Amazon.
Yeah. Do you know, for anybody who's interested in walking or beginning their dragon journey, this was a book I wish I had 20 odd years ago.
Oh, so get your cards.
Because there was nobody out there doing dragon.
Sorry, which is just blabbering on.
Oh, okay.
It's just.
So, can you pick us a card, Caroline?
Yeah. So, just show you some of the artwork. So, the dragons have been put into their clans, because a group of dragons is called a clan.
Right.
And so when Watkins rebranded the deck, they
Golby's ordered your book.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Oh, just love you. Thank you so. Do when people say that, I get so touched. I thought, oh, thank you so much.
That's wonderful.
I'll give him a pat on the back at Circle for you later on.
Thank you. Give a big hug from me.
I will.
So so a group of dragons is called a clan.
Right. So
within the deck, you've got the Earthwalks, the Galactics, the Guardians, and the Grandmasters. So Singold is one of the Earthwalks. So the Earthwalks in the deck are the biggest clan. So let's have a look. Who wants? So we're doing a card. Who am I pulling a card for? Just as a collective.
Let's see if Daryl. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
one for Daryl. Right, okay, baby. Let me just to Daryl's
Darryl, you've got a
energy.
card.
Otherwise, I'm talking complete tripe. Otherwise. Okay. Now, generally, when you're using the dragon cards, one flies out. They can be quite. I've not used them for a while.
The energy. I feel the energy's really shifted all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah. The energy of these guys. And you know, when Tiris and I did our original deck, people were saying the energy on them was phenomenal, and I was really worried because we only did 500 at a time, and I was sort of really worried that when they went into mass production through a publishing house, that they would lose some of that energy. Yeah. And the integrity of Watkins, it really didn't. And it was, I just thought was just awesome. Yeah. It didn't lose anything. Sorry, sorry, go back to Daryl. Sorry, I'm squirrel. Easily sidetracked and about. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. So you've got the first one out the deck, and there's only 33 cards in my Oracle deck. I wanted 44, and the dragon said no, it's got to be 33 because 33 is the main master number. Right. So you have balance. Now, I don't know if you can see balance. He's never great on camera. He's got the yin yang. Yeah, can you see it? Okay. Yeah. Looks rubbish on my screen. Yeah. So balance. I want to say, you're going to get a bit of a dragon slap, Daryl. Sorry. Your dragons like to give us a slap every now and again in the nicest possible way. And he's saying, will you just put the brakes on? You can't be all things to all people at all times. Sorry, balance is coming through. He's on about picking your poison as well. Oh God, what's that all about? Okay, so maybe there's something that you're thinking about giving up or stopping. So he's talking about picking your poison. Anything from chocolate to alcohol to cigarettes to whatever, you know. But he's saying, just take a pause a minute and just see what you really feel and where you really need to go. You can't please everybody all the time, and when you do that, the person you stop pleasing actually is yourself. So take some time out and give yourself a bit of a break. He's saying boundaries, so some boundaries. So it's time to say no to some things in life that no longer that you do them not because they give you joy, but because you feel that there's a duty to do them. Yeah. And it's time to reevaluate, to find some boundaries, pick your poison, and just give yourself permission to stop. So you can look at where your life is and take the next steps forward in a more balanced way that are actually in alignment with your beliefs and what you currently need at this time. And of course, those things will change because it's never set forever, but what you need at this time. So come into alignment with what's right for you now and put the brakes on what isn't necessary, really. The frivolous or the demanding stuff that actually isn't right for you at this moment in time, put the brakes on it and just allow you to just be. I hope that makes some sense.
Lovely. Is he still there, Richard?
Well,
if it's complete rubbish, please say, Daryl. Don't be polite and say yes, it makes sense if it doesn't. Please do not be polite, because if it doesn't make sense, I need to go back.
And make a comment. I will say that I do know Daryl reasonably well. Right. And I can see some smiler moments in there. So yeah, absolutely. Okay. But Daryl, what do you think? Most important.
Give us a shout, Daryl.
let us know. That was your card, boy. But yeah, absolutely. Wonderful. So, we really should be giving some messages.
Yeah, it does. I've been dealing with that recently. Wonderful.
He has. And I will say, Caroline, absolutely he has. In fairness. I think he's probably sitting at home thinking, I wish I'd have spoken to you 6 months ago. But hey, life is life. But now he's answered, I can say
very nice, thank you, he says. Wonderful.
Pleasure.
So, who else?
Look at my deck, ordered them. Brilliant.
Thank you. God just
Nice.
bless you.
He's a good boy, isn't he?
Nice.
Just bless you.
Wonderful. He's a happy bunny.
So who else out in SPtv?
Who's next? Just to really quickly, to Daryl, granddad's coming in. I don't know Daryl. But I just want to say that he's coming in to you just while Caroline was reading. And I'm getting a lot of need for it's like you need guidance. Your brain, your in let me just say it's a feeling like in my mind there's a swirling around of thoughts and emotions, and I'm not able to collect them. I need a male figure in my life to help guide me, and this is what Granddad's coming through with. Okay, if you understand that, great. If you don't, let me know. Moving on.
Fabulous. Well done, ladies. Right. Is there anyone else out in SPtv land? Oh, hello.
Who else would like another card?
Who's about? Who's about? Oh, number between 1 and 20.
1 and 20.
Can I do?
Yeah.
11,
please.
11, please.
11.
Who's number 11, Richard? Legs 11.
11, drum roll please, is
Millie.
Fabulous.
Okay, let's see.
I'm freezing. I'm going to put the blanket around me because I'm absolutely freezing. Excuse me.
I just put another log on the fire because it was getting nippy in here.
Yeah, my shoulders are freezing.
I've got 3 layers on today.
Have you? Oh, blimey.
Okay.
I'm in a forest.
So this is Grace.
Grace.
Now, bear with me just a minute. There's something in the book that is very specific I've got to tell you, apparently. So, Grace's words. This is what she wants you to hear. This is for Millie, is it?
Yeah,
Millie.
So Millie, so Grace's words to you are, stop it now. You're going to go, finger wag. You are more than you can possibly imagine. You can achieve so much more than you foresee. Believe in yourself and push the boundaries of your self-imposed limits. If you don't try, you will never know how successful you can truly be. So, Grace is about, stop fighting. Stop fighting with yourself over what you can't do or you can do. And then saying, I'm not good enough, I'm not clever enough, I'm not trained enough, I'm not enough. Actually, you are enough. And if we don't push through our doubts and our fears, we'll never know how amazing we can be. So she's saying you are amazing. Just do it. Try it. And all you've got to gain is experience, not failure. Yeah. What you've got to gain is maybe how not to do it or where you could actually improve and what you could do better next time. So it's not about failure. It's not about losing. It's about understanding and gaining experience and deeper knowledge of you. So go for it. Give it a go. You've got everything to gain, my love.
She's saying she totally understands that. Always feel negative about herself in many ways.
Oh, bless you. Well, Grace says, time to stop. Give it a go. Try it.
Beautiful. Grace was the name given to me when I had my naming ceremony.
Oh wow.
Oh, lovely. See, dragons like use Grace because the dragons don't like the word love.
Right.
Because it's been overused. Oh, I love your hair, I love your car, I love your house, I love yours, because we've externalized love to possessions, to materialistic items. And so they don't have one word for love, but the one that sums it up actually the best is grace.
Grace.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Mm.
And if I just may, Millie, isn't it funny how we end up working the connection?
I know.
I'm aware of a lady who would fit right into this conversation really, really well. I do feel this is a motherly, grandmotherly figure, and I know that there would have been a problem either long term or around her passing connected with her neck. But I also feel a lot of nausea with this lady as well. But what she's impressing to give me is this feeling around your eyes. Either there's some kind of puffiness around your eyes to do with emotions, or you've been suffering with focus. Now, this is either physical or emotional. The puffiness, obviously representative of a lot of emotion going on, or even the lack of focus could be emotional. But there's something to do with your eyes going on, either emotional or physical. But first off, she's here to just give you this real, as the dragons would do it, kick up the backside. But
I heard her say that.
I
knew what you were saying.
I was trying to think of a polite way, but no, just do it. And this is a lady actually who didn't think of the polite way. She would just go for the jugular, put you in your place, and that's what you miss about her, among other things, apparently. I once again, this neck is whole spreading right across my shoulders as well. So I don't know whether that's still her or whether it is tying in with you as well, Millie. But she really, really wants to back up everything has just been said by Caroline and the dragon. And in the pit of her stomach,
No, I'm sick in spirit and I've been having trouble sleeping. So, yeah.
Bless you. From the pit of her stomach, there's this really wry smile that says, "And grace be with you, Millie." So she just wants to be, spreading the love, spreading the joy, and give you a kick, because she would have been the one. Says there about your sleep. Great night. She was a very strong lady. The bit about the sleep. A little less sugar in your tea, dear. A little less sugar in your tea. So I would say that that's more to do with not necessarily, anything in particular, but just reeling back on things before you go to bed actually will help, and she will be able to say hello to you during your sleep as well. So I say God bless you, and hope that was all right for you. She comes through there.
Thank you, Caroline and Nick. Lovely. Right.
Shall we do more?
Should we have another one?
Yeah.
Yeah. We won't say that though, Richard. Let's have another one. So give us a number. Give us a
17.
Number. 17, Nick. 17. You just want to make Richard have to count, don't you?
That is actually the second. It was the seconds on the clock as I just glanced.
What have we got? Oh, okay. Caroline, give us another number, darling.
21, please, my age.
21.
Funny, that's what Mum said about to me.
Pardon? Oh, it's Millie again. Oh, goodness me.
Ooh.
Okay. Give us
3.
one more. 3.
Ah,
Corinne.
Irene. Oh, you're still there, man. I pulled a crystal out of my dream and gave me somewhere a similar dream. A mini crystal ball, which gave my best friend. So someone who's very much into crystals as well. So this will be quite interesting to see if there's any tie-in.
And gave it to my best friend's cat when it's gone off my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're getting a reading from
Yeah.
lovely lady.
Say hi to your cat.
Say hi to your cat.
Okay.
I just have go on. I've got another spirit guide with me who's being a bit cheeky. Carry on.
Funny that.
So just to tune into to Karina Billy just a minute.
You know who my spirit guide is, Nick.
Yes. And I recognise the cheekiness actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what I'm picking up with Karina is tiredness.
Right.
I don't know if that's relevant or not, guys. Let's see which dragon's going to come out for you.
There's mental and physical tiredness.
Interesting. Now, Crystal's an interesting one. I don't know if you can see Crystal, and she's quite white.
Oh, you picked out Crystal as the card. Come off it now.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Come off it.
Oh, I wonder if there'll be a tie-in. Yeah, it's Crystal. Wow.
Pay attention, Caroline.
This stuff up.
That face proves that was
I
genuine.
love how you weren't paying attention. And you
Yeah.
went, oh, Crystal's. And we're all like,
Okay. Sorry, that's just slightly thrown me
There's something in
completely.
this.
that is magnificent.
What? Now, Crystal's really interesting because she works with adults and children who are neurodivergent, so adults and children who are on the spectrum.
Okay.
So I don't know if you work with, if you have somebody in the family who's neurodivergent, or you work with people who are neurodivergent, or something like that, or whether you have something like ADHD or anything along those lines. But what she's saying is, have you been thinking about, I shouldn't be asking questions, should I? Are you thinking about starting or trying something new and you're doubting whether you should? Because she's basically, her work is supporting and helping those on the spectrum. She's talking about supporting somebody or yourself with trying a new craft. So it's finding your creativity in wherever that may lay, whether it be music, spiritual work, sitting in circle, dance, drama, pottery, even down to science and numbers. So there's something being bubbling around for you that you've been umming and ahhing about starting, because you're not sure where to go for it or whether you should do it. Well, Crystal's here saying, actually, really do go for it, because it will open up so many windows and doors for you, for expression and for understanding, but also connection. So find the one that makes your heart sing, whatever it happens to be that makes your heart sing, that's for you. And she's saying, bowl in with both feet, don't hold back, and it will. All I can feel is joy spreading through me as you find your tribe, your clan, your group, the right group to be with for you, or for the people or for somebody that this relates to, because it may not. I'm not sure if it relates to you or somebody within your circle. No, your family circle or friend circle. I would say family circle. So do find that I'll pinpoint it, like real laser vision, pinpoint it in to something that's absolutely perfect, because and you'll know when you hit on it, it will absolutely make your heart sing and it'll make you glow, a grin from the inside out.
Wonderful.
So I hope that makes sense, Corinne.
Let us know if you are planning on something creative, something that you've been longing to do. That's wonderful. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you. Beautiful.
Stunning synchronicity.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to very, very quickly. Sorry, Richard. What was that, my love? Yeah, synchronicity. I'm seeing lots of prisms as we're talking about crystals. I kept seeing prisms all the time with light expanding and bouncing off and different colors all the time, and so I know that Corinne is starting to expand her awareness. Okay, and we're really sort of excited and bursting into it. So I wonder if part of this creative process is her expansion of her awareness. Okay, I just thought I'd pop in and give you that. I want to start remotely working from home. She says. Wow.
Of course, that's that expansion, isn't it?
Yeah. Wonderful.
There's a hone in. So find the however you want to work remotely, in whatever format that takes, whether it's videos or anything else. Yep. Find the one that really makes your heart sing, not the one you go, oh God, I don't want to put the camera on.
Yeah,
yeah. Absolutely.
Brilliant. Caroline, thank you so much.
Oh my God, yeah, pleasure.
And good luck with the book, the cards,
and the workshop, the course as well.
Yeah, on
Dragon Empowerment Retreat.
Fabulous, thank you. And on my website, Caroline Dragon Lady, is all my workshops that are coming up, because I'm also a lecturer for the College of Psychic Studies in London.
Oh, fantastic.
So I also work for them as well. So you can find me at the college, you can find me online or whatever.
And of course, I'm sure we will have you back at some point to talk all about what exactly entails in the Dragon Path in a little bit more detail.
Yeah, because we've done this, haven't we?
I know, and we really need to have a proper focused. That would be really lovely.
I'd love to come back. Thank you so much. I've had a ball, as I always do on these things. So thank you so much for having me.
It's a crystal ball.
Fabulous.
Thank you very much.
So, excellent.
Right. No, because it's Spirit Seeker.
Oh no, it's just fine. No worries. I'm not invited to Spirit Seeker. Cancelled on a Monday. I don't. I'm kidding. So we have a competition, and we are, of course, not on next week. Sorry, I'm giggling. We are not on next week because, of course, Spirit Seeker is happening. But the competition, would you like to win one of Caroline's decks, the Oracle deck? So, in order to do so, anyone from this moment on who writes a review on the SPtv Facebook page, give a review. If you give us a review, we will pick a randomer who will win a tarot, the Oracle deck. So nearly slipped up there. Who will win an Oracle deck, Dragon Path Oracle deck set. So leave a review for SPtv, and then you will be picked at random. How many weeks are we giving it, Richard? 2
weeks.
So when we return, we will give away one of the lovely Caroline Mitchell, the Dragon Lady Oracle deck. So please leave a review on the SPtv Facebook page, and you could be a winner. Brilliant.
We've had lots of people, Caroline, saying they're going to order the deck as soon as they get off the.
Oh, you're amazing!
To be honest with you,
thank you.
Just paid, so I probably will too.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been an absolutely fabulous, packed, wonderful show. So thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Richard. And thank you, of course, to everyone. And don't forget to become a VIP. Like, share, and subscribe.
Absolutely. And of course, thank you to Richard in the background. Thank you to Caroline. Thank you to my lovely co-host, Dawn, and all of you wonderful people joining in. But until next time, which of course, be reminded, is in a fortnight. What are we going to do, Dawn?
We are going to officially keep it SPtv.
Bye!